Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Stuff back into the video today, and today the Houston Astros crushed the New York Mets in spring training 13-5, and their second to last spring training game. Tomorrow, the Houston Astros wrap up spring training when they play the St. Louis Cardinals at 11:05, and not only will it be at 11:05, but thank God the last game will be on Space City Home Network. I have not watched an Astros game in so long. I was going to watch yesterday's game because that was supposed to be on TV, but then it got canceled. I watched the first couple games because they were all on TV, but the last couple games that have been on Space City Home Network I've missed. But I watched the ninth inning of this game because I didn't know that it was on MLB Network, and then last second I figured out it was on the MLB Network. But on the ninth inning, that's all I watched. So, but I do know what happened in this game. Watch some, clips of some of the early stuff that happened for the Astros. And how about Bergie bombs today? Not one home run, not one 3-run home run. I got to be exact on what the home run is. Not one 3-run home run, but 2 3-run home runs in this game for Alex Bregman. What a day for him. And not only did Breggy hit 2 home runs, the Astros hit a total of 6 home runs in this ballgame. A Kyle Tucker home run. And then how about some 8th-inning home runs for some of the guys who, don't have a chance to make the roster but are still trying to make a name for themselves. And the interesting thing also is that these home runs were in the same inning, and it was home run, and then it was a home run, then a home run, then ground out, then home run and home run. So you had a home run, an out, and then back-to-back home runs. And those guys to hit home runs were Shea Whitcomb, Jordan Brewer, and Pedro Leon. Let's go over the scoring summary. So before we go over the scoring summary, 13 runs for the Astros, 5 for the Mets, 11 hits for the Astros, 9 for the Mets, 0 errors in the ballgame. Win goes to Christian Javier. He's 3-1 this spring. That's going to wrap up a great spring for Christian Javier. He pitches on Saturday. We will probably see Javier on Friday. We'll see Javier next Friday, second game of the regular season against the New York Yankees. Fromber's going to start game 1. Then you have Javi for game 2. So, Javi has some time. He has from now to Friday, so he has some time off. He's not going to start tomorrow, of course. He's not going to. I don't think he's going to play in either of those. Space City Cowboys games. So, I honestly, if I had to predict the 2 starters in that Space City Cowboys series, I would honestly say it's probably Brandon Bielak and Ronald Blanco, but that's just my guessing. So great game, great outing for Javi. 4 innings, almost 5 innings, 4 innings and 2/3 of the 5th inning, giving up 2 hits, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks. Loss goes to Quintana. He's 0-2 this spring game. He pitched 3 innings, giving up 3 hits, 5 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 4 walks. Scoring summary, Alex Bregman got it started in the first inning when he hit a home run to center 388 feet. Alvarez scored. Tucker scored 3-0. Then the 4th inning, the Astros scored some runs. It was a heavy scoring in the 5th, a 5 spot for the Astros in the 4th. Alvarez was hit by pitch in the 4th. Diaz scored. Bases were loaded, 4-0. Then Tucker grounded out to first. Myers scored. Price to second. Altuve to third. It's 5-0. You know what Bregman does with 2 runners on or the bases loaded? He hits a bomb. Alex Bregman in the 4th, home run to left, 393 feet. Altuve scored and Price scored. It's 8-0. Then let's feel bad for the Mets a little bit. So we'll give them 1 run in the 4th. Vientos single to center. Juan scored. Stewart to second. It's 8-1. But then in the 6th inning, we do some more damage. Kyle Tucker home run to right center, 376 feet, 9-1. But then we're not done. Jeremy Pena, 6th inning, single to center. Brewer scored. Diaz thrown out third. That's terrible, but it's all right. 10-1. 6th inning. Feel bad for them a little bit still. So we'll let them score some runs. Troy single to center. Juan scored. Clark to third. 10-2. Then Luke Voigt with a sacrifice fly to center. Clark scored 10-5, and then LaRusso doubled to right. Suvis and Lugo scored. It's 10-5. But then the Astros do more damage in the 8th inning and just blow this game through when Shea Whitcomb hits a home run to left. Then Jordan Brewer hits a home run to left, and Pedro Leon hits a home run to left, and it's 13-5. The feet on the home runs, Whitcomb 372 feet, and then as well Jordan Brewer 372 feet. So basically the same amount, the same home run by Jordan Brewer and Whitcomb, the same area, and then Pedro Leon was a little bit shorter at 367 feet. Let's go over to the Astros hitters today. Altuve off day. He did have some walks though. He had a first inning and a fourth inning walk and went 0 for 2 though. But scored 1 run as well. Joey Loperfido, I hate this because he is fighting to potentially make the roster, and an 0 for 2 day is not great for him. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not, okay, you're not making the roster anymore, but you can't afford a bad day when you're battling with some guys to make, the final hitting spot on the roster. But Joey Loperfido went 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs to second and first. Yordan Alvarez was 0 for 2, just like Altuve, but he did have an RBI being hit in the 4th inning. But then, for precaution, the Astros took Yordan out after he was hit by pitch. Price was 0 for 3, who replaced Yordan. Wasn't good at all, but did score 1 run. Kyle Tucker was 2 for 4. Great day for Tucker. He had a first inning single to center, Alvarez to second. 3rd inning, he did strike out. That's his only night. That's the only at bat that was not good for Tucker. Then the 4th inning, he did ground out to first. That's not great, but he did bring in a run with Jake Myers. And then in the 6th inning, he hit a home run. So 2 for 4, 2 runs, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. Shea Whitcomb replaced him. He had 1 at bat, and it was a home run. So yeah, if you look at it, Tucker and Whitcomb had back-to-back home runs. Who replaced him? So back-to-back home runs from Tucker and Whitcomb. Bregman 3 for 4. Bregman had his 2 3-run home runs and had a 3rd inning double, and then struck out swinging in the 6th inning. So best day from Alex Bregman so far this spring. He was replaced by Tony Sacco, second baseman, who grounded out to second in his only at bat. Then we have Jose Abreu, who went 0 for 1 today, but he had 3 walks in the 3rd, 4th, and 6th, and struck out looking in his only at bat. So heavy walking day for Jose Abreu today. And he didn't score any runs, though. Chas McCormick went 1 for 3. He singled to right and walked in the 4th. And that was it for McCormick. He was replaced by Pedro Leon, who had 1 home run in his only at bat. It's his 2nd home run of spring. Yander Diaz went 1 for 2 with a 4th inning walk. 6th inning getting hit by pitch. 4th inning single to right to load the bases up in the 4th. CJ Stubbs replaced him, brother Garrett Stubbs, and he flied out to center in his only at bat. Jeremy Pena went 1 for 3 today. He had a walk in the 4th inning and then single to center for an RBI in the 6th. Bastadas replaced him, had a 1 at bat, struck out. Jake Myers went 0 for 2, was hit by pitch in the 5th, had scored 1 run, was 0 for 2. Jacob Melton, top prospect, replaced him. He went 0 for 2. Besides Javier pitching, here are the other pitchers for the Astros today. So Christian Javier, outside of his near 5 innings, Parker Mashinsky comes in, pitches the last out of the 5th inning. He has yet to give up a run this spring, and that was it for him. Brian Abreu pitched only 2 outs of the 6th inning. It was a terrible inning for both parties in the 6th. He gave it 3 hits, 3 earned runs. He's not been great this spring, but he just has to get it together. Taylor Scott, who's been great this spring, has only given up 1 run in the past before, has been a candidate to potentially make the roster, comes in to replace Abreu in the 6th. He gets 1 out, pitches 2 hits, gives up 2 hits, 1 earned run, and 1 walk. Then Contreras pitches the 7th, and he gives up 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Joel Connell pitches the 8th, gives up 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and then Washington pitches the 9th and has 1 strikeout. So yeah, that wraps up this game. Let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section, and peace out. Go Astros.